Greetings! Dickie from Red Room Audio here to introduce you to Saga 2, Organic Alien Percussion. After the success of our first standalone percussion library, Saga Acoustic Trailer Percussion, we decided to head to the outer limits, curating a vast collection of bizarre and never-before-heard percussion instruments. The concept is adventurous. What if we discovered an entirely new and untapped set of percussion instruments from another galaxy, crafted from otherworldly materials not found on Earth? 8 of our bravest sound designers ventured into the unknown to bring you 14 gigabytes of atonal and tonal percussion, 194 alien instruments, sampled with plenty of round robins and velocity layers. These instruments have a very organic, acoustic feel, nothing robotic or electronic. They should slot in right alongside your more traditional percussion instruments, conjuring timbres from the edge of space. Extremely playable and always unique. Saga 2 runs in the full version of Contact 6.7.1 and above. All the sounds are also available as WAV files for simple drag and drop composing. Let's dig in. There are 6 different contact patches for Saga 2, and although the content is alien in nature, they're categorized into titles that composers native to Earth can more easily understand. Auxiliary, cymbals and gongs, large drums, medium drums, small drums, and a collection of multi-sampled tonal instruments. All patches have a very similar interface and function. Let's start off with auxiliary, the most unusual set of sounds. We've added help text to most of the controls and keys. Just hover over any knob, button, menu, or key to learn its function. The playable sounds are mapped to the blue keys. And the last played sound will always be colored red for easy identification. You can see a full list of the available sounds by clicking here. Any individual sound can be deactivated and unloaded to save RAM by clicking here. This is the medium drums patch, full of mid-weight sounds to drive your rhythmic sections. Let me point out these 2 green keys, which always act as left and right hand playable keys for the last played sound. Great for performing rolls and fast sequences. As you can hear, these sounds all have a very organic quality when played, thanks to the round robins and velocity layers. These variations mean that it's easy to create percussion lines without unwanted machine gun effects. If there's a specific individual sample that you like the sound of, and want to trigger it every time without variation, just play it and then click the freeze button. Now, every time you hit that key, you'll hear only that particular sample play back. To go back to normal, click the button again. These are the large drums, thunderous sounds from the universe. For even more control over the sounds, there are various knobs surrounding the planet on the UI, from filters to gating and more. I'll run through them briefly, and bear in mind that any adjustment you make here will affect only the currently selected sound. That means you can create bespoke percussion kits full of sounds unique to you and save your creations as new NKIs if you wish. If you want to make global changes, click the Global button here. Now, any adjustments you make will affect every sound in the NKI. Volume, panning, and tuning can be adjusted here. low-pass, high-cut filter cutoff is here, with resonance adjustment underneath. These are the small drums. Short, closely sampled drums, clicks and clacks with an alien twist. If you want to trim the attack portion and play a little further into the sample, use the offset knob. Adjust the attack and release knobs to shape the sound even further. Cymbals and gongs now. Totally twisted instruments you might use in place of traditional cymbals or gongs for a more mysterious and marvelously unsettling effect. To add a creative stutter effect to the sound, activate the gator with this button and adjust the knobs for rate and depth. It's particularly fun to automate the rate dial as a sound plays. For tempo synced effects, activate the sync button to lock the effect to your host tempo. Saga 2 includes FXR, Red Room Audio's exclusive modular 8-slot effects rack featuring a large variety of useful EQs, reverbs, delays, modulation effects, amps and cabinets, and more. There are 6 effects racks to choose from, plus a master effects rack. You can select, reset, load, and save your racks too. Load a rack by simply selecting it from the dropdown. This will create a chain of effects. You can reorder the chain by using the small left and right arrows. Each effect has a range of parameters and presets, or you can click the dice button to randomize for instant inspiration. If we look back at the main interface, you can select which sound is routed to which rack with this knob, choosing any of the 6 racks or the master. As you can see, this opens up a ton of possibilities for effects routing, as every sound in a patch can be routed differently. Last but not least is the tonal patch, which brings together 14 playable multi-sampled tonal instruments from other worlds. Select a sound here or scan through with the left and right arrows. All the knobs, parameters, and effects racks work in the same way as the other NKIs, so feel free to sculpt these sounds to your taste. Thanks for checking out Saga 2 Organic Alien Percussion. For more information, technical specs, and audio demos, head over to redroomaudio.com. There you can also find our acclaimed original Saga, featuring acoustic trailer percussion, as well as the full palette orchestral series, and plenty of inspiring world instruments and sound design tools. Until next time, thanks for tuning in.